Thank you very much, everyone, for your responses and feedback on our last video. We are really happy to see your suggestions, recommendations for our upcoming videos. Specifically, lots of queries and recommendations came for series on the healthy lifestyle, healthy eating practices, and all. We will definitely be covering all those things into our upcoming videos. Today, we will be talking basically the generic information specifically on what it means to be a healthy, how the healthy routine and healthy lifestyle could be followed, what are the different myths occurring about being healthy and remaining healthy. With the advent of internet and mobile connectivity these days, it is becoming much and much easier to get different instructions related with the being healthy, following the healthy routines and healthy lifestyle. Unfortunately, a lot of those data available on internet is coming with medical terms and terminologies. The understanding of those medical terms and terminologies by common person could be very much different than the understanding by experts in the particular field. So that is one of the reason most people find it is very confusing and conflicting when they are seeing same article about the same topic by different authors talking about two different things. In fact, that is one of the reasons that most of the people who started with some health goals in mind may or may not be able to convert their health goals into the reality. So let's start with certain basic things first, and we will go step by step to make you ensure that why certain things work and why certain things do not work. One of the major misunderstanding in being healthy by a lot of people is that people consider having a physically fit thing is means that you are healthy stuff. If you are not having any diseases or disorders, or if you are basically slim and trim, and if you can run marathon, or if you can have basically cycling for 30-35 minutes, or you are not eating some kind of oily foods or fried foods or sugar based foods, then definitely you are following the healthy things or healthy lifestyle and healthy routine. I won't say that this is 100% wrong thing, but I will definitely say that this is only 50% right notion, because being healthy actually involves two parts: A, emotional well-being, and B, physical well-being. Unfortunately, most of the people give a lot of weightage towards the physical well-being and forgetting the more important part, which is the emotional well-being. Unless and until both physical and emotional well-beings are considered and are worked upon, a person cannot be healthy always. So you have to actually chalk out your plan in terms of making your physical body, your physical presence, your physical shape into the proper right manner. Unfortunately, food is the most important thing in managing both physical as well as the emotional well-being. That is the reason we are here. We will be actually talking more in terms of how to manage your food habits to ensure that you get both kind of well-being and ultimately the integrated real fitness and health. Belonging to the Indian as well as the Asian community, health is normally a cultural aspect for most of us. In fact, if you have seen from the past so many years and centuries, people who are skinnier or thinner than their peers or cousins or friends at all into the society are normally considered to be the people who are not doing financially well. People are considered as they are kind of a failure to achieve the financial goals, and they are not doing well, and that giving people a social stigma. And that social stigma is so much that even today, if you see most of the doctors or most of the teachers or professors or well-to-do lawyers and all, they're having the bulging bellies. People who are supposed to be trendsetter into the health thing are actually unhealthiest and most unhealthiest people in our Indian as well as the Asiatic society. The deep roots of this are specifically the cultural aspect. The second cultural aspects which we see why the health is actually getting jeopardized is availability of so many delicious and tasty food items in our food palette. Compared to the Western people, the Indians and Asians, they are actually too much into the food stuff, and they are having lots and lots of varieties of food which has been prepared using the same ingredients, and that is the reason our food palette and our taste palette have been tuned up for those kind of nice delicious yummy foods. Rather, most of our festivals, most of our social gatherings are being designed in such a fashion that they are known from certain food aspects. In fact, a lot of people are managing their social gathering just to ensure that people are eating nice foods. So, with that kind of cultural background we are carrying, it is always difficult when someone is coming and telling you that you should stop eating those foods. Yes, unfortunately, one of the major myths happening into the healthy world of following the healthy lifestyle is there are lots and lots of don'ts as compared to do's. People get scared with those don'ts because they do try following those don'ts for say few days, or if you are brave enough you can follow it for few weeks, and then you start giving in to the different cravings you got it because you have gone to certain social function, or if you have gone to meet some of your friends, and then you start realizing what are you missing in your day-to-day routine, and then the cheat days turning into the cheat weeks, and some few days later actually entire diet plan or entire health lifestyle kind of mindset goes away. And then there is coming another twist in the story. Today we have become people with very fast lifestyle. Time has become an important commodity for us. We don't want to lose any time. We wanted to utilize time as much as possible. We want to do so many multitasking things, and that is the reason we want things to be happening instantly. We want things to be happening as and when we said. Same is applying for fitness world too. People want to have the quick fixes. People wanted to have everything to be happening within few weeks, few days, if not in hours. And in health world, emotional appeals are actually working more than the logic. You know what? Logic says that to be healthy and fit, you have to follow certain things. Certain things like A, discipline in waking up and sleeping time, means taking proper rest. B, discipline in taking food, means consuming food at right time and taking the right portion. C, doing lots and lots of physical activity. And C, most important is the remain hydrated. Take water intake as much as possible. Now what emotion says? Emotion says, my neighbor has done that, or my colleague has done that, or my cousin has done that, so I will also do it and I will get the results. So you throw out entire reason and logic out of the window and try following the things which your neighbor or your cousin or your colleague has done. You forget one thing, that person is having a different schedule, the person is having a different lifestyle, and person is having a different body. So your body may or may not work for it, but still, just because your emotional side is getting activated by seeing the transformation in that person, and that is reason most of the healthy lifestyle kind of proposals or kind of thought processes never go beyond few weeks or few months, because you are not listening to logic, you are listening to emotional things. Most of the companies, most of the product manufacturers in this world and in this segment rather are aware of this tactic. They know how consumers are basically thinking emotionally rather than logically. So lots and lots of such quick fixes, such superfoods and so many things are actually coming into the market, which are being sold into the large things. People buy it, people follow it, people do lots of dieting things and lots of stuff to ensure that they are going to have a healthy lifestyle. Still only few percentage, the few percentage who are actually doing it religiously, yes, so only that few percentage is getting the results. Rest 90-95% people never see their health goals coming into the picture. So by the end of the March or at the most April, they drop their plans. Again it comes 31st December, they chalk out everything from the zero. So if you have heard me till now, you may be knowing that there are multiple aspects of being healthy, but the most important thing if you want it to be healthy, is ensure you're physically and emotionally fit. So unless and until we look from both that angle, emotional as well as the physical, it is never feasible to actually achieve the health. When we say that the goals are falling by April or March, it because they are not able to sustain the eating habits, they are not able to sustain the hardship to their bodies, they are not able to stop cravings coming to their system because they are used to eating those things. And that is the reason food plays a major role. We'll be seeing more details in upcoming videos, but here I would like to again summarize everything in few bullet points. That is, A, if you wanted to understand what health is basically emotional and physical well-being. You want to understand what healthy lifestyle is. Healthy lifestyle is actually the managing discipline. Discipline of waking up and sleeping, that is taking rest. Discipline of eating, which is eating right food and right portion. C, discipline of physical pattern, which is actually doing physical activity, exercise, whatever you call it. Discipline of getting hydrated, which is taking water as much as possible, and do not replace it with the cold drinks or juices or sugar based drinks. So if you could manage those disciplines, you can actually see the healthy lifestyle, because the healthy thing is actually not a magic thing. It is coming with lots of patience and lots of perseverance. And last and most important thing is that this is not once off activity. This is a lifelong activity. And therefore, you have to ensure that you are not doing any kind of shortcuts kind of stuff to jeopardize this long-term activity. So, be patient, don't be in hurry, and most important is that increase the list of your do's than don'ts. Those will be discussed in subsequent videos. Thank you so much for watching me patiently. Let me know your feedback on this video, and if you need to hear a few more things, please write us. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.